Hi, this is Gary Dranow from Park City, Utah, and the Gary Dranow Show, proudly broadcasting to you from Radio Evolve Rocks in Santa Barbara, California. Listen more and evolve. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm Gary Dranow, and today I have a band on the podcast that hits one of my favorite musical sweet spots: garage rock energy, punk urgency, and pop-level hooks that get stuck in your head, earworms. Today we're going deep into Go Dog Go, say that 10 times fast. A band born in Baltimore, formed in 2014 and built on the kind of chance meeting that feels like it was supposed to happen. You know, some bands come together through auditions and ads online, but not this one. This one started in a hardware store. And out of that meeting came a band that's fast, loud, melodic, and honestly, the phrase foot stomping was invented for music like this, I would say. They've released full albums, Old Enough and Pleasant Living, plus a run of singles like Sold Your Soul to the Devil, Shout It Loud, Like I Said, Insomnia, Talking with My Dog, which I love, Delmarva, which I love, and their newest I Don't Wanna, which I don't have. I don't know why. So today we're going to talk origin story, sound, songwriting, recording, influences, and where they're going next. All right, let's get into it. Okay, Go Dog Go, welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hi,
how you doing?
Each one of you introduce yourself, please.
Greg Brazil, I'm the bass player.
Julie Smith, I play keys.
Tom Cohan, I play guitar.
I'm Jolt Najee, I play drums.
Am I missing anything? Where's the bass?
Bass, right here.
Tom, yeah, that's the main guy. Okay. All right, I have to start here because this is just too good. Greg and Tom, take me back to the hardware store moment. Like, who recognized who first? Did one of you say, hey, didn't you play in, or was it just nice weather we're having, and then 10 minutes later you're talking about bands?
Well, we had known each other for years, and we were playing in at the Marble Bar in Baltimore, which is a well-known old punk establishment. And we had known each other from back in the day and playing in bands, but lost track. We were raising kids and doing all that, and we both ended up in a Home Depot. We lived near each other, and we reconnected in the Home Depot in the plumbing aisle.
Which aisle? The plumbing aisle. Okay.
I think we shared. We were both looking at the same sink to put in our bathroom at the time. Isn't that correct?
Something like that.
And we ran into each other, and we had a nice conversation. And I don't remember the talk at all about music, but my memory isn't there. I didn't really realize that this was going to be a moment where the band was starting until we started talking, exchanged numbers again. And then, as I remember correctly, Greg called me a little bit later on and then asked me if I was interested in playing in a band.
Yeah, I was at a point where my kids were getting older, and I hadn't been playing music in a long time. And so I was like, it'd be fun to start a band again. And Tom was the first person I thought of. And I messaged him, and he was all good, and so that's where we started it.
And that was 2014.
Yeah, 2013, 2014, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. When you both realized you shared that garage rock love, what was the first thing you locked into? Was it the sound, a band reference, or was it more like we should get into the room and see what happens? Letting my dog, I've been talking to my dog, letting my dog out of the studio.
Well, I've been getting into garage rock, well, ever since back in the day. But the whole Nuggets thing, I had been listening to quite a bit around the time that Tom and I reconnected. And so I was like, I just want to start a band kind of like that vibe. The bands I was playing in back in the early 80s were, Ramones style punk bands, that kind of thing. And I wanted to do something that was not quite that, but still in a rough around the edges kind of vein. And so when I called everybody up, that was the thing. I was like, I want to start a garage rock band. So,
And it happened.
and it happened.
Because honestly, it feels like Go Dog Go didn't form. It feels like it ignited.
Well,
It does feel that way.
well, after Tom said he was on board, I thought of Julie because the three of us had known each other back in the day, which will be a new song of ours, by the way, in a few months.
All right.
So I contacted Julie the same way, and she was all in, and I didn't have to think about a drummer because my son is a drummer and a pretty darn good drummer. And so when we first started out, it was the four of us, and my son's since gone on to tour and do bigger and better things. And we've been playing with Jolt and his bands around town for years now. And so when it came time to find a replacement for my son Brandon, Jolt was our first pick. And
Well, what happened with Brandon that he left the group?
there's an artist named Jack Kays, and he was on Columbia Records. He's now going to go to an independent label. But
Like
he,
everybody, right?
yeah. But Jack had quite a bit of success, and as a solo artist. And when he went to form a band, a mutual friend connected him with Brandon. And for the last 2 years, they've been touring the world basically. They played
Wow.
Riot Fest, they played Warped Tour. So yeah,
they're playing festivals, you mean?
yeah, festivals and their own tours. They've been they're about to go to
How many
Australia.
people do they
Hawaii.
play for?
Uh, well, at the festivals, thousands. On the tours, they were
Many
doing
thousands. Tours, couple
Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah, Warped Tour was
1,000,
probably
2,000.
Warped Tour was probably, I don't know, a crowd of 20,000 in front of them.
Oh, that's
Um,
fantastic.
Yeah, and then they did a tour on their own and were playing small to medium-sized venues, and then they're about to go to Australia and Hawaii opening for Pierce the Veil, so they're doing well.
Yeah. But off then, back to you guys. When I listen to Go Dog Go, I hear a band that's tight, punchy, loud, but still melodic. It's a balance where it feels like garage rock equals raw energy, punk equals momentum and attitude, pop equals hooks and repeatability. So I want each of you to answer this in your own way. This is a round robin question. If someone has never heard Go Dog Go before, how do you describe the band in one sentence? Go.
I would have to say garage pop punk rock. I mean, we were always like, we just come out with a burst of energy. It's like just from the minute we start, we just go. Go dog go.
Go
And it's
Dog
more
Go.
than a sentence. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Next.
Garage pop rock.
Yeah, I usually
Okay.
tell my friends garage punk rock, it's really fast, in your face, energetic.
Okay.
I really disagree with what they said. We're garagey, punky, poppy. We all have different influences, which is kind of what brought us together. And then we just kind of meld them all together. And some of us are more garage, and some of us are more punk, and some of us are more pop. But we just kind of mix all together, and we get along so well together that there's no
Synergy,
animosity.
huh?
Nobody pushes anybody around. Everybody respects everybody's opinion. At this age, we're done with the pettiness, and we just let everybody have their opinion, and we meld together, and we actually are a garage pop punk band.
Well, I'm not going to ask the age question, but
Yeah.
okay, now I want to go one level deeper. What's something you refuse to lose in your sound? Examples. We never want it overproduced. We always want the groove to hit. We want songs that can survive with just the guitar. We want the chorus to slam.
I don't know if we have any parameters like that. I think we're just doing whatever. We write most of our own stuff, I write a bulk of it, and Julie writes a lot of it. And then we do a few select covers, and I think it's just kind of whatever pops out of one of us at the time.
What bands do you cover?
Replacements,
Cave Dog.
Cave Dogs.
We've done
Record.
Mary Weiss.
The Buzzcocks, the Records, who's the lady?
We even do a Martha and the Muffin song. We do Echo Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you refuse to be pegged in a hole. You're a square peg where no one's going to shove you into a round hole.
Yeah, I think it's all about the energy, just something that we naturally click with when we play it.
All right. Well, we are at our first break, so we're going to be back with Go Dog Go in 2 minutes. So we're going to stop the recording, and everybody stick around. Get over you. I've been running, tired of running. I've been running to you, but you've been running from me. We've been running for so long, baby. I tried and I tried and I tried to get over you. All right, we're back. That was Go Dog Go. That is Go Dog Go. And if you weren't moving your foot during that, the music was Go Dog Go. And if you weren't moving your foot during that, I'm not sure we're listening to the same band. Greg, the foundation bass doesn't just hold down the low end in this band; it drives the forward motion. When you're writing or arranging bass parts, are you thinking a punk player push it forward, a pop player make it sing, a garage player keep it raw, or do you blend all three?
Yeah, it's a blend of all three, depending on the song, and mostly depending on the song, and B, if it's a more of a poppy thing, then I'll go in and try to figure out how much I can move around.
Okay. What do you remember about the very first, all of you, what do you remember about the very first Go Dog Go rehearsal where you knew, yeah, we've got something here?
Well, I hadn't played in 25 years, so I was petrified, but I know these guys, and it just clicked. There was just something about it. I mean, we're all friends at the end of the day, and now we're like bandmates again. So it was a really cool feeling. It just clicked.
What keyboards do you play? What are your go-to keyboards?
I have a Nord Electro D5, and a couple years ago I added a Yamaha MX49. I mean, the Nord's got these great organ sounds, so you really can't beat that. I mean, I had
Yeah.
originally had gosh, I can't think of what a Korg CX3, I want to say, which was just a big old tone wheel organ. But I mean, it was so heavy I couldn't even carry it. So I segued to the Nord, which I'm really happy with.
More portable.
Yeah. And it's still heavy, but it's not as heavy as the other one.
All right. Tom, to you, the guitar work is commanding. It doesn't sit in the mix, it leads the charge. I read a show write-up describing you as a lanky coil of energy who commands the Telecaster. That's a hell of a description, by the way.
Yes.
So tell me about your Telly.
Well, it's an original. I got it with my in 1974, my freshman year of college. I spent a little of the college money that I got. And I had a friend who worked at a local record store called Chuck Levin's, and I went down and he sold me a stock Telecaster that I've had ever since. I'm not one of these people who changes guitars. It's the same guitar sitting behind me here, and it's really been love of my life. But we've been, since 1974, we've been friends, except for the period when I was raising kids, and it was trapped in a closet for about 22 years. And I did pay it, and I
Man.
disrespected it, and I didn't pay it any attention. But when Greg called me up, I had to get it out. It had rust stains on it, and I had to clean it all up. And it's the same guitar, though. So that's really good.
Put new strings on it.
Yeah, once or twice. Once or twice in the last 10 years. Yeah, I did. But I love the Telly. I've always been a Telly. I've tried to play other guitars, and I'm not one of those people who is interested in other sounds or any other feels. I fell in love with the Telly the first time I played it. It's the only guitar I still play.
You're making me feel bad. I've got about 80 guitars, and I play three or four of them every time we perform. So, and when it all comes out in the wash, they all sound pretty close in a live stream. So, I
True.
think it's just appearances. Do you approach guitar more like a riff builder, a rhythm engine, a melodic hook machine, or a chaos generator?
I don't know. I approach guitar though. I write the solos really in my head, and I transpose. I'll listen to Greg and Julie's songs when they ask me to create a solo, and I'll listen to the song a few times and try to feel what they're asking for. I kind of try to connect with George Harrison or somebody like that who was very tender with the melody. So I don't really play riffs guitar. I write them what fits the tune, hopefully, and then I transpose that from my head to my fingers.
That's a
And if
talent.
any of your
That's a
people are listening out there, he does an amazing job of writing solos and guitar parts for all of our songs. It's really incredible when
Well,
he comes
I
into
was
it.
just going to say that's an amazing talent to have, to hear what's in your head and put it to the guitar. Um,
I can't
uh,
hear it when I'm playing guitar. I have to listen and put the headphones on and let something come to me that will fit the song. And I try to fit the lyrics, and I just try to fit into the song.
okay. Um, when you're playing live, what's your mindset? Are you thinking tight and clean, or is it keep it dangerous?
Well, I have to be both in this band because I have to go from playing, sounding like I'm in the Ramones or the Clash to
Mm-hmm.
playing like I might be in, the Records or a power pop band like the Knack. So really have two kind of sounds, kind of a harsher sound, and I have a garage sound and I have a pop sound.
Did you guys get any influence from the punk scene that came up in New York City first and then moved out to LA with like the New York Dolls and that whole that you said the Ramones, but
Absolutely. Absolutely. I came up, I mean, punk really lit a fire under me back in the late 70s in high school with the Ramones. And there was a club here in Baltimore called the Marble Bar, and a very well-known punk club, at least in Baltimore, and around the country, people know of it. And it was a place where we saw everybody. We saw Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, all those bands back in the day, and that for me that
Wow.
was very exciting.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Tell me about the Baltimore music scene. I don't know anything. I didn't know that Baltimore had a vibrant music scene. Does it?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, Turnstile, who is really huge right now, they're from Baltimore, and, Future Islands and Animal Collective. And there's been a very thriving music scene here. I just don't think people know about it. I mean, you have bands like us with older people in it that have been playing for decades. There's a lot of younger bands that are coming up through the scene. So, I mean, the Autobar, has gotten a lot of national acclaim. One of the clubs here, I think they were in Rolling Stone magazine as one of the best little rock clubs in the country. So
Wow.
there is a great music scene here.
That's great that you've got places to play that are happening.
Mhm.
Do people actually come out to the clubs still, or is that falling off a little bit?
I think people come out to the clubs. I mean, we do a lot of we're playing in a couple weeks at a club called Racers. But I mean, it starts earlier. It's not like back in the day where you went out of the house at 11 or midnight. I mean, our gigs start at like 7 or 8 o'clock now. So things are a little
And
bit
you're done
different.
by 12. You done by 12?
Yeah, 10, 11, 12, something like that, which is, great. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I still
I
can
don't, and there's
relate
a,
to starting at 9 and ending at 1 a.m. and getting home at 2,
yeah,
2:30. Uh, I'm too old for that.
yeah, I hear ya. And people
Well,
want to go out earlier now too. I mean, it kind of, after the pandemic, stuff started closing a little earlier. Things don't even seem to stay open as late as they used to. So things have
no,
changed in that regard.
that's interesting. I live up in Park City, Utah, and we have the whole Main Street scene, and
Hmm.
uh, and it's still pretty much 9 to 1,
Gotcha.
and most clubs are dual level, so you got the band upstairs and the DJ downstairs, and you got to compete with the DJ, and it's miserable.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
there's stuff here that does go late still, but I mean, and there's a handful of clubs like the Metro and the Depot, and it is there is a later bent to it, and the Auto Bar.
last question for Tom, and we're moving on to Julie. What's your favorite kind of go dog go song to perform? Fast and punchy, mid tempo groove, or or the ones with the big melodic lift? And don't tell me all of them.
No, fast and punchy for sure. I'm a rhythm guitar player at heart. Like I said, Johnny Ramone. I love, as you described me. I think that's pretty. I like to just strum on my guitar fast and pound my foot. And if you had to ask me my favorite, that's my favorite thing to do. Get loud and rhythmy and chunky and just go forward.
Well, other than the Strat, tell me a little bit about your setup. What are you playing through?
Well, I played through a Marshall combo 212s for most of the time, but I just lucked into a 1966 Fender Pro Reverb that I
Oh,
just
what
got.
an amp! What an
Oh my
amp!
God, it sounds like it. So I've just kind of changed over to this, and with my a telly I told you about my telly from 1974. It's like I'm flashing
Yeah,
back in time.
yeah, oh, yeah.
And
I
this amp.
just I play through a Kemper with two FR speakers, and in the middle I have a Blues Deluxe, um, uh, Fender Blues Deluxe, 1960 something, and uh, I'm getting a really interesting sound with the amp and then the FR speakers. So it's I love my Kemper because it's not hard to take around. Um, but I just added the Blues Deluxe to the mix, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
Um,
hard to get around is the key point because I couldn't got to the age where I didn't want to lug that Marshall 212 combo around anymore, and I didn't want to get a forklift.
Or hernia.
Hernia.
Forklift or a hernia. There's a song.
There you go.
Or
See?
both. Or both.
Yeah,
Forklift in a hernia.
exactly.
Julie, I love this band has keyboards as a serious part of the identity because keys can do anything guitar can't, or because keys can do something guitars can't. They can add sparkle, tension, atmosphere, even weirdness, but it's still catchy as hell. So here's the question. Where do you see keys fitting into garage punk pop?
Wherever I want him to.
Okay.
I don't know, you know, I don't
You're
I don't
killing
think
me,
about
guys.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, well, somebody might come up with a song that's got like a garagey bent to it, and if I add organ, great. If I don't, I add a different sound. You know, I guess it's what I hear in my head. You know, or from
Interestingly, I have a four-piece band, which is guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards.
mhm.
But I'm far from what you guys do. I cover a lot of Hendrix and Clapton and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then my original songs. But
Yeah, we listen to you. You sound great.
Mhm.
Your
well,
stuff
you're
sounds
so
pretty good.
kind.
Yeah. And
Golly.
congratulations on the chart on
Yeah.
Spiders. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh, she's a great singer, Milena.
Uh-huh.
She's really good. Which I forgot to mention. I've got 3 singers in my band.
Oh,
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I will say that in regards to keyboards, when I'm writing songs, I love that the organ sound uh, being present in songs, and I've written a few that have like a nice horn section kind of to it. So having Julie and her keyboards with us is just really, you can do anything.
Yes.
it gives you a much bigger sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kind of adds that color and fills in and kind of, you know, weaves its way through, which sounds stupid, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, because you're not just filling space, you're shaping the personality.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
when we're doing straight up rockers and more punky style stuff, you'd be surprised how well you can listen to on record. The keyboards just add so much to it without changing the character of those kind of songs.
And I listened to all your songs, the 6 or 7 that you sent me. What's the name of that song where you just say the name, the word twice in the song?
Delmarva.
Delmarva, yeah,
Yeah.
Delmarva. Yeah, I like that. Um,
Cool, thank
uh,
you.
when you're layering parts, what are you listening for? Contrast against the guitar, reinforcement. Um, this is still Julie. So contrast against the guitar, reinforcement of the hook, or sneaky melody counterlines, or all. You know.
I would have to say all, but it's song dependent, you know. I mean, I try to complement what's going on vocally and with everyone else and just kind of figure out a way to have the keyboard work within the realm of the song, you know, whether it's a garage rock song or something that's more poppy, or, you know, some of our stuff even has a little, you know, new wave bent, but that's probably because of me doing a string sound. So it just depends.
Gotcha. It always just depends. You know, that's
I
music.
know, you
Well,
know,
I mean, that is something we really do. We work towards the song.
it's
We don't,
whatever's best for the song or feels like it's
Mhm.
it's best for the song.
Well,
we
it's
don't,
better than doing something that's worse for the song.
True.
or we don't
Very
try to
true.
shoehorn something in there that
Doesn't
just
work.
doesn't,
Yeah.
isn't part of it. You
Yeah,
know, it's
okay.
gotta,
So it's to be
yeah.
copacetic, man. Um, one more thing for Julie, then we're going to take a break.
Mhm.
A newer track, Delmarva, has
Mhm.
detailed credits showing you as producer and writer, Julie M. Smith, plus handled graphics too. So
Yeah.
how much Go Dog Go is band in a room versus studio crafting?
I think we're band in a room. I mean, Greg and I have different theories of when we record. I don't like to do too much more when I write a song than we do live, and Greg likes to produce things a little bit more. So, um, I mean, Delmarva, it has a little more production probably than I usually like in a song, but I mean, I like it. I think it's a great song if I say so myself. Sorry. But I think
I'll
Delmarva.
say so too. It's a
I
great
think we
song.
all sound really good on it. It just kind of clicked.
Yeah, it's it's an instrumental with
Mm,
two vocal interruptions. Okay,
exactly.
we're gonna take another 2-minute break. We'll be right back with Go Dog Go.
Everything will cause you trouble. Anything you say will prove it. Everything will cost you double. Anytime you try, you knew it. Don't ask that question. Don't bother with why. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. She said. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. Nothing else will make you feel good. Something else won't take that place. All the times you thought that you could. Now's the time to head for space. Don't ask that question. Don't bother with why. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. She said. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. Blasting off will make you weightless. All the sounds are amplifier, channeling your brush with greatness. All the things that you require. Don't ask that question. Don't bother with why. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. She said. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. It's like I said. She said. Like I said. She said. It's like I said. She said. Like I said.
We're back with Go Dog Go.
Oh, dog, go.
Yeah. By the way, tell me, before we talk about your recording process, tell me where the name comes from.
I'm looking right up at it.
So when we finally figured out that this was something we were going to stick with and we all liked it and we were enjoying it, then it came time to, we got to play out. We got to do all the regular band stuff. So the name was first, of course. And Tom was standing there looking at my bookshelf over there with all our kids' books and other books up there. And he said, we can be anything. He pulled out Go Dog Go. We can be Go Dog Go. So we said, okay.
Like, why
Everybody
not?
said, all right.
Yeah, sounds good to us.
All right.
It's been a little complicated over the years because of the book, and there's a couple other Go Dog Goes out there, past and present. But yeah, it seems to work.
Okay. I love it. I got 3 golden doodles, so I love Go Dog Go. Tell me all about your recording process.
Well, I'm an audio engineer by trade.
Oh,
I work
seriously?
I work in television.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah. So I've been working on documentaries and TV shows for almost 40 years. And so
The man
when it-
behind the console.
yeah, exactly. So I know how to do this stuff. So when it came time to actually recording songs, we do it all here in my basement with pretty professional gear. And
We're lucky.
It
Yeah.
sounds pro. I'll tell you
Mhm.
that.
yeah, it's so I know how to record it. And my son Brandon, the drummer, he he's also an audio engineer, and he's very good at mixing. So he'll mix everything that we do, and then we send it off to get mastered, and it works out pretty well. And then Julie does
when you say you
graphics
send
as-
it off to get it mastered, where is that getting done, or who's doing that?
So Matt Leffler Schulman here in Baltimore, of Mobtown Studios, he's a mastering engineer. He and very good at that. He's got some pretty big names under his in his roster of people that he's been mastering for over the years. And we send it out to him, and he's local, and he zips it back in a couple days, and then we send it out to all the platforms. We do the DistroKid thing, where we get it out to Apple Music and Spotify. And,
I'm DistroKid all the way.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's your PRO?
I'm sorry?
Who's your PRO? BMI, ASCAP?
Oh, ASCAP.
Oh, ASCAP, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk Old Enough, released in October 2018. The record feels like a statement. Here we are, and we're not asking permission. Okay, I'll give you a question about it. When you look back at Old Enough, what were you trying to prove? To yourselves, to the scene, to the world?
I think we had just written enough songs that we thought to ourselves, well, we might as well start recording them and trying to put them out there. And we didn't know anything about DistroKid and how to do that and all that. So we kind of learned that on the way. And we had enough songs for an album, and we recorded it and put it out. And, it started getting some good airplay, and
Mark Platt is the man, right?
Yeah, we hooked into his whole indie network and stuff, and
Are you distributing outside of that?
not really, no. So we've been trying to get in on our local radio station, WTMD, which is the old WCBT that was the Towson student-run station, and then became like a WXPN kind of syndicated college station. But we've had some small success with them, but not much.
FM is tough, really tough. What track do you feel best represents the album's DNA?
On I don't know. The songs on there are so different. I mean, the first song we recorded is "Go Baby Go" on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably "Go Baby Go." I would think that was the first original song. Greg had written it that we did, and that's always, I think that's always something we're going to go back to, and we still do play it occasionally. But I would have to say "Go Baby Go" maybe.
Hey, Julie, are you the boss?
Am I the boss?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
She's the boss on the keyboards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's the boss in your band. Everybody congeals.
Yeah, it's
You've
important.
got songs like "Go Baby Go," "Old Enough," "Long Way Home," "I Dig You," "Get Up." So here's the fun one. Describe the album in one word. Greg, Tom, Julie.
The album "Old Enough" in one word.
Okay, take 5 words.
I'm just gonna say fun.
Fun. You got one?
That's it. That's all I get.
It's kind of strange though, because that album was so long ago for us, and that was when we were just getting to know each other. We weren't as focused, and we were just kind of throwing it. So it's a little bit. I don't think it represents the whole as much as like our last Pleasant Living did, because that was our first record and things. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun to make. And it was discovery. We learned that we could do it
Right,
as
yeah.
well.
Mhm.
We learned that we could actually put a product out there and people would actually listen to it.
Mm-hmm. And that we enjoyed what we were doing. I'd call it scrappy.
this whole enjoy what you're doing thing really matters, I think.
Mhm.
Well, we're of a certain age. We're past the fame and fortune visions.
Never
But if it
say that.
happens,
It's never too late.
Well, it's not like we wouldn't be happy if it happened, but it's just not a priority. The priority is having a couple beers with our friends and sitting in a basement playing music, and then going out into clubs and having our friends come see us play, and writing songs and making music, and that's really all it's about.
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, you've described my life to a T. Um, now jump forward to Pleasant Living, released in August of 2022. So we're getting a lot more current post pandemic. The album feels like the band leveled up, same spirit, more range. You've got tracks like Sunday Driver, Party Parade, Yard Work, Information Overload, Nobody. What changed between 2018 and 2022 for the band?
I feel like we just matured a little bit.
Yeah.
Experience.
Got
Yeah. And a maturity in songwriting too, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like we became more comfortable, and well, since we do it all ourselves, we were definitely more comfortable in the recording process, the songwriting process.
Yeah, I think the production and the mixing is better.
Hmm.
It's just as we go along, things have just kind of gotten better in that regard.
Hmm.
What equipment are you recording on?
I do the bass tracks. I own a couple sound devices, mixers that I use professionally in the field for television. They have great preamps and they're portable. And I record all of our basic tracks on those mixer recorders. And then I put it into the
So
computer.
you don't have like Neves or anything like that going on?
No, I go directly into the
DAW?
recorder, and just trim it out.
When you
And
say recorder, is that the DAW? Or
no, I'm looking at them here because we're going to record a little after we're finished talking with you. But they're just small portable mixers that I use out in the field if for television work.
but what's the
And
back end? What's the back end?
the back end.
Yeah, like for instance,
So
I record the Pro Tools, and my
right.
sound guy uses, I think, Logic or Cubase, and
Yeah, I use
we're all using different DAWs,
right.
but we're able,
I use Logic Pro
there we
as
go,
the workstation.
there we
But
go.
the front end is recorded uh, on these sound device mixers, and then that's all put into the workstation, and then we do layering and overdubs and effects and all that through that.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Let me see here. So back to what changed 2018-22. You said you got more mature. So was it life experience, recording approach, confidence, or all of the above?
Yeah,
And
it was pretty
we're
much.
still talking about Pleasant Living, by the way.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, I don't know if I think after old enough, at least for me, songwriting wise, and I've been writing songs since I was in a band called Beavers Cleavers back in 1981, 82. And I we were all original, and I wrote a lot of basic punk kind of songs back then, and I've always dabbled in that. And after old enough, after being away from it for a while, and with old enough, I was getting my sea legs back a little bit, and I felt more confident writing music. And with Pleasant Living, I feel like I was able to kind of explore some other things lyrically and musically that we didn't do in old enough. So it felt like it was just we had old enough under our belt, and I felt like Pleasant Living was a chance to really do some different things.
Yeah. I would
Here's a
agree.
question on your process. Do you release your songs as singles and then release the albums, or you hold back the songs and just release the albums?
Well, we released the albums. We did it like we thought you do it. You do an album, you release an album, you do another album, you release an album, and then a couple singles from those albums. But in this day, it's really not about albums anymore. It's about singles.
Right.
So after Pleasant Living, we've been just releasing one song at a time.
And what's your frequency? Meaning, how often do you release songs? I release a song every Friday.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty good. We're about every 3 or 4 months.
Wow. Okay.
Well, we just released I Don't Wanna in the beginning of December, and that did well, but it's starting to wind down. So probably in the next month or two, we'll probably release the next song. We've got a bunch of songs in the queue.
I would die if I wasn't releasing a song a week.
Yeah, running into the
I
night
actually
will be our
have
accident.
I'm cheating because I have a production company. I've got 6 musicians that work for me, and so I have 3 different people I collaborate with. So I'm cheating, but I don't use AI. I don't use Sunni.
Good.
Was there a moment during Pleasant Living where you said, "This is a sound we've been chasing"?
I don't know if it was a sound we were chasing, but I was just really happy with it.
Yeah.
As we started completing songs, I just thought this is sounding like the way.
We found our sound.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the sound you were chasing. Okay, never mind. Information overload, as a title feels extremely now. Is that song inspired by modern life, or was it personal to you guys?
No, that was modern life.
Got
The more technology that's out there, the more overwhelming it is, and the harder things become, it feels like these days.
So here's where it gets exciting. You've been releasing singles that are getting airplay and building momentum. Bandcamp, which we're going to have in the links below, shows releases like Sold Your Soul to the Devil, Shout It Out Loud, Like I Said, Insomnia, Talking with My Dog, which I love, by the way, Delmarva, one of my favorites. And Delmarva specifically lists the lineup as Zolt Nagy
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
man.
drums,
yeah.
replacing Mr. Brazil. Zolt, you joined the band in 2022?
2023, I think. Yeah, about 3 years ago.
Okay, so here's some questions. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, I had known Tom, Greg, and Julie through playing gigs. I have other bands that I play with in Baltimore, and our bands did gigs together for several years. I know Brandon too a little bit, and so when Brandon became unavailable, then they called me up, and so I joined. And it seemed like when I started playing with them, it was real easy to play with these guys. And I didn't really have to think too hard. It just kind of gelled really well. So
So Zolt, what's your kit?
I play a Gresh Catalina. It's a mahogany. It's a 24 kick, 13 and 16 toms. Yeah, I like the mahogany drums mostly. I've got another Gresh kit at home that's a 5-piece. That I use.
So right now with your first kit, you've got one tom in front, then a floor tom.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ringo Starr.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask Zolt some questions before we go into our last break, and we are coming up on our hour, so we got to move it. Jumping into a band that already has chemistry can be tricky, but it sounds like you fit right in, which you just said. So when you joined in 2023, what was your goal? Was it match the existing style exactly, or bring something new without changing the identity?
Probably both. Before I practice with them at first, I listen to all the songs. That's usually my work process. If I'm, learning songs, I listen to them constantly over and over again. And I just wanted to, with the older songs, with the first two albums, I just wanted the ones that Brandon played on. I didn't want to take away what he brought to the band, because he was a really, integral piece. So I wanted to keep the drums pretty much similar to what he had. And then once we started to record newer singles that we released within the last couple of years, I just wanted to continue the in-your-face energetic style. I wanted to make sure that the songs had catchy transitions and just stuff that you can groove to, that you can jump around to, that you can enjoy,
So
things like that.
what's the hardest part about playing the style well, or is it just like duck to water for you?
The challenging part is just like every song is really fast, so it definitely keeps me in shape. So I am the youngest one in the band, but it definitely does keep me in shape.
What's
So I don't
the
really have to
average?
exercise
What's the
outside
average
of.
beat per minute?
I don't really know exactly. I think
150.
probably information overload and feet on your ground. That's probably those are the faster ones. But I'm not really a metal guy. But yeah, like it's just definitely, the speed definitely keeps me on my feet and keeps me fit physically. So.
And he's the young guy in the band, so our motto is always have a young drummer.
Yeah,
Yes.
Go Dog Go Drumming has the youngest member tradition, which I love. What do you think that adds? Energy, aggression, stamina, all of the above?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all of the above. It's just like a really powerful energy. I have to definitely have good stamina through the shows. Yeah, and I enjoy that. I don't want to be bored when I'm playing, so I definitely am not bored as the drummer.
We promised him we wouldn't bore him. We made that promise.
Boredom not. Big thing. Zolt Nagy, boredom not. Okay, we're going to take another 2-minute break. We'll be right back with Go Dog. back with Go Dog Go, and now it's time for them to tell you all about themselves, what they have going on, where they're going to be, where they are, who they are. We already know who they are. So, guys, lay it on me.
Why do they always turn
Everybody looks at...
I've been talking a lot.
I know. Well, I mean, I was just going to say, hey, you know, for those people out there who've never heard us and don't know who we are, I mean, definitely go to Bandcamp and Spotify, whatever your streaming service is, and, you know, ask it to play Go Dog Go. Buy a t-shirt. You can go to Bandcamp and buy one of these fetching t-shirts that we have
And
for
it is
sale.
quite fetching, and
is
I
quite
expect you guys to send me one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
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 You send
And I
me
would
one
also-
of yours, I'll send you one of mine.
Oh, cool.
Our friend Wayne, who does the Ice Cream Man Power Pop, he's one of our models for the
Yeah.
shirt. So he does a great job of looking splendid in it.
Yeah.
All right. You still got about 2 minutes to plug yourself, so keep going.
Well, we are on Apple Music. We are on Amazon Prime. We are on Amazon Music. We are on Spotify, and a list of a dozen other platforms that you can think of.
I
We-
mean,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Are you
Just
how are
point
you
out,
doing
too,
in the
that-
college scene?
We're trying.
Yeah, we try.
It's
What were you
hard,
gonna say?
huh?
No, I was going to say, you know, we were talking about, you know, we're going to be recording, you know, after we talked to you today. And it's like, we're going to keep recording and releasing songs. I mean, listen to what we have, but expect that another month or two, there's going to be something new. And another month or two after that, there's going to be something new. So we're just going to keep recording and writing and releasing songs as long as we can.
Mm-hmm. We've got
Well,
probably.
Since I am the senior representative of this podcast, my recommendation for you is tighten up that release schedule a little bit. Get
Yeah.
it a little closer than 3 months, because
Yeah.
people forget you.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
well, we do have about a half a dozen songs in the queue, so
All
I
right.
like to think after they've heard us, they won't forget us, but that's just me.
Well, I won't forget you, and it's time to wrap it up. This was the Gary Dranow Show with Go Dog Go. We will have links in the description for their music and albums. And you guys have a website?
Yes.
yep.
It's
Sure.
godog-go.com.
There you go. And thank you for that. And please like and comment. If you have any questions for the Go Dog Go crew, put it in the comments below, and I'll make sure that they answer you directly. And with that, we're going to bid you all adieu. See you at the next podcast, The Gary Dranow Show out. Guys, stay
Thanks
with
for
me.
having us.
Stay with me for a second.
Thank you.
Sure.